This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Important information about property tax and rent rebates from State Representative Tara Toohill, plus this parade helped bring loved ones back together during the pandemic. Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day and I thank you for spending part of it with us. I'm Ken Kara with your local information from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. We start with the latest COVID-19 case numbers for our area from the State Department of Health. Luzerne County had 22 new cases on Thursday, Schuylkill County had 7 and Carbon County had 2. Statewide, 980 new cases were reported. As the number of new cases declines, the Lehigh Valley Health Network has lifted some visitation restrictions. For a list of facilities and the guidelines for visitors, visit the Facebook page for Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton. The State Department of Treasury announced that property tax and rent rebate checks will be distributed earlier to help during the pandemic. State Representative Tara Toohill asked that you call her office in downtown Hazleton for help with the rebates and not to come in person.
So we're going to try to help you as much as we can over the telephone. We can check the status of your rebate. We can check on your rebate. We can send you something in the mail and then you can sign it and mail it back to us. But really, if you're in the age of over 65 and you may have other health conditions, we want to make sure that you are complying with the stay-at-home order. So one of the issues is by going to the post office, you expose yourself to a lot of other germs. And coming here to the office where we have a high amount of people coming every day, that also exposes you. So just during this time, while Hazleton is still a hot spot, our office is in Hazleton, and also the county is bright red. We're still a hot spot. We just want to ensure that you are not putting yourself in jeopardy.
Because of high call volume, Toohill asked that you leave a message and have her office call you back. The rebate application deadline has been extended to December 31st. It was a beautiful day for a parade. While it was a little late, residents at Fritzingertown Senior Living Community in Drums were treated to a Mother's Day event. Some residents held signs as they watched the parade of cars around the facility. The cars contained their loved ones. Some family members also had signs and some even had pets. One young graduate did show off his graduation cap and gown. We talked with Fritzingertown's Executive Director Paula Hahn just before the parade began.
Our residents haven't been able to see their families in almost 9 weeks now. I'm sure it's as tough on the families as it is on the residents. They do get to call them and they do check in on them, and we do have Zoom meetings, but we were hoping that in some way they could honor them for Mother's Day. So we're going to have them outside. We're going to have a parade, and hopefully people will show up to be able to wave to. Unfortunately, they can't get out of the car, they can't talk to them, but they can certainly drive by, wave, and hopefully the families will see that the residents are fine. Everybody is fine, but they really would like to see their family members, and I'm sure the family members would love to see the resident.
In other news, the Pennsylvania primary election is June 2nd, and you can get to know some of the candidates who will be on the ballot. Check out the SSPTV Your Vote special presentation tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. with rebroadcasts at 7:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Check your local listings for additional dates, or you can watch on the SSPTV YouTube channel.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Meet my friend Milky Way. We hang out together at lunch and dinner, and last night he chilled with me while I used the telescope. Since we're still in the stay-at-home order, he's the only guest invited to my Memorial Day party, and it looks like it's going to be a really nice day. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 50 degrees. Then on Friday, a 40% chance of showers, mainly afternoon, mostly cloudy, high of 65. At night, a 70% chance of showers. It will be cloudy with a low of 56 degrees. Saturday, a 60% chance of showers, maybe a thunderstorm, mostly cloudy with a high of 67. At night, 30% chance of showers, mainly before 8 p.m., mostly cloudy, low of 51 degrees. Sunday, it's partly sunny with a high of 70. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 49 degrees. And then on Memorial Day, mostly sunny with a high of 71. And Monday night, partly cloudy with a low of 51 degrees.
The deer crossed the road, leading the tiniest fawn I've ever seen. I had to stop. I was on a bicycle, but still my presence speeded along the mother, and the fawn picked up its pace, so both of them moved out of sight before I could grab a camera. It is springtime, and I've seen wildlife close to the streets and country roads of the valley. A woodchuck scooted down a hole at the parking lot of the Lutheran church. 2 rabbits ran in a yard that I passed. Squirrels are everywhere, so are robins and crows. I've seen ducks, Canada geese, and the occasional hawk. Our backyard feeder is drawing blue jays, goldfinches, catbirds, and rose-breasted grosbeaks, a species that haven't been around for a while but are attractive to look at. Pennsylvania Game Commission reminds people this time of year to leave fawns and other baby animals alone in the woods. Parents are usually close by, and feeding or touching the babies can disrupt how they grow up. After seeing the deer, though, I made a turn to get another vantage point through the trees into which the fawn and the doe had entered, and soon I saw the mother again, eating leaves on the edge of the clearing and occasionally looking up. The fawn seemed to be missing, but as I kept watching, I noticed the little one was there sitting on the edge of the grass.
Always good to hear from you, Kent. Make sure you're reading his work in the Standard Speaker. Coming up, I chat with one of my friends who just so happens to work at the NASA Johnson Space Center, and there just so happens to be a major rocket launch happening next week. And in sports, we find out new Hazelton Area High School football coach Dennis Bookman's coaching philosophy.
Hello everyone, this is John Eric Pollock giving you an update on information in your community. SSPTV will be broadcasting a Mass on Saturday at 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 7:30 p.m. The broadcast will also be on Sunday at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 noon, and 6:30 p.m., and it will also be up on the SSPTV YouTube channel. For more community information like this, you can go to the SSPTV News Facebook page. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Christina Christy Bonner, age 47, of Hazel Township. The graveside service will be held on Friday at 11:30 a.m. at the Calvary Cemetery in Drums. The Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Online condolences can be made at khfuneralhomes.com. Jack A. Buck Burns of Freeland. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Thomas Tom Casagrande, age 49, of Drums. A private service will be held at a later date under the Harmon Funeral Home in Drums. Online condolences can be made at harmonfuneral.com. Raymond Kerpka, age 94, formerly of Stockton. A memorial service will be held at a later date. Online condolences can be made at ccgfuneralhome.com. John Muddy Rossi, age 60, of Tresco. Services will be held at a later date under the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. Online condolences can be offered at moranfuneralhome.com. And Carol A. Spade of Dedham, Massachusetts. Online condolences can be offered at lawlerfuneralhome.com. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.